Hey everybody, Roxabox90 here, back with some more Shadows over Innistrad spoilers. And if you guys think we have some stuff tonight, we do. Coming back on Monday with multiple mythics, 4 mythics I think, including Nahiri, which would be awesome to look at. Some amazing flavor stuff. We're just going to dive right in because there's tons to cover. First off, Mark Rosewater said, how many planeswalkers are in the set? He said 4. He could be dirtling us. He could be messing with us, trolling us by saying 4 because that includes Arlen's flip side. If you consider Arlen 2 sides, 2 walkers, sure, that could be a troll moment. But if not, we have Arlen, we have Sorin, we have either Jace or Tamio, and we have Nahiri, all in one set. I think this is the first time I can remember a set having 4 walkers that wasn't a core set. I could be wrong. 4 planeswalkers, that was pretty sweet. Thank you, Mark Rosewater. Then we have the champion playmat is this gorgeous artwork of Sorin destroying Avacyn. Cool. Then we have Anguished Unmaking. If you guys recall, I said Unmake will likely be the card for this artwork. This is, it's close enough. It's 1 white and a black for an instant, exile a non-land permanent instant speed, and you lose 3 life. Doesn't really matter because black-white decks will probably have some life gain going on, at least a little bit. And this kind of removal is definitely one of the most powerful removals we've seen in quite a while. It's definitely standard playable, multi-format playable, most likely. And this artwork is amazing. Incorrigible Youths, very pretty promo, game day promo. Angel Deliverance is the launch promo, 8 for 6/6 fly with Delirium. Whenever it deals damage, any kind of damage. If there are 4 more cards, exile target creature and opponent control. This is a serious, crazy finisher for limited. Absolutely bomb card. This is going to beat a lot of people. By the time you get it out, chances are you have Delirium, and if you do, then if your opponent can't really attack into it by any means, and it's a huge flyer to win you the game. Fantastic card for limited. Elusive Tormentor, I love the art. As I've already talked about the card before, I think it's a very solid card, potentially even standard playable, depending the right format, because it is a vampire and it does enables madness. It does a lot. I really like the card, and I love the promo is gorgeous. Buy a box. Ravenous Bloodseeker, very pretty card. The gift box looks pretty, but ever since they had 5, actually before they had 5 packs, I thought the quality has dropped. So definitely be wary of this. Look for reviews. Don't run to buy this because the Wizards has been dropping the quality, and it's not as good as it has once been. Then the only way to change that is to not buy a garbage product. Then we have the intro packs, intro rares. We had a couple of new ones here today, Nephalia Moondrakes and Drogskull Cavalry. Drogskull Cavalry is okay, it's a spirit, but really it's just an overcosted white non-finisher that only would work in a more intro pack style thing. It's a decent finisher for that, but not much good for anything else. Nephalia Moondrakes is good and limited, I think. 7 for a 5/5 flyer that gives flying, and then you can do a give all your creatures flying to win the game sort of thing. Seems good in limited. Coming back to haunt from the grave. Then we have the actual spoilers today. Oh my god, we have a lot. I know there's Nahiri, but we'll get there in a second. 5 tap lands. Gorgeous looking. I kind of wish they had some kind of even game 1 life sort of thing, but fine, sure, tap lands. Pious Evangel, 3 for a 2/2. Whenever it or another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. So that's good for token and or aggressive decks. Tap 2, tap, sack another permanent. It's any permanent, which means it enables Delirium, transforms it, and then when it or another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. In other words, it's a pseudo Blood Artist. It's okay. It's fine for limited. I think that's the main place it's going to see play. Drogskull Cavalry we talked about. Startled Awake is a gorgeous artwork and is amazing flavor. 4, put the top 13 cards from library into the graveyard. This does enable Delirium for your opponent. Be wary of that because while it is an amazing finisher in limited, it can potentially give them that push they need to get Delirium to win the game. So be wary of that. That is a drawback of sorts. 5 mana. Put it from your graveyard onto the battlefield as a creature. Doesn't have haste though. And you can only do this as a sorcery. Skulk 1/1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, return to your owner's hand. In other words, it comes back, but it's very slow, very expensive, very limited, and maybe commander. I love the artwork. I love the flavor. I love that Wizards is trying new things because it's a spell and creature as a flip card. But from spell first and then creature. But I don't think it's going to get there as a playable card. In limited, fine, sure, especially if the format's slow, but I can't really see it pushing boundaries anywhere else. Nephalia Moondrake we talked about. Sinister Concoction, 1 for a wizard Calling Devils, 1 black, pay 1 life with the top card of your library in your graveyard. Discard a card, sacrifice it, destroy a creature. So in other words, this is a card you put out nice and early, and then it does a bunch of stuff. It enables Madness, it enables Delirium, and it allows you to destroy a creature for very cheap, uncommon. Very strong limited card. Don't think it's going to get there in Constructed, but it may. It may. It depends how powerful and how much Delirium and Madness work in tandem. Angel Deliverance talked about. Scent of the Sinful, gorgeous artwork, and of course it's mythic because it's a wrath effect that gives you a 4/4 if you have Delirium, which chances are you will by turn 5 or 6 when you play this, and it exiles the field, which is disgustingly good. Really, really powerful card, and I think it's mythic mostly because of limited. This card is a game winner in limited. Your opponent plays their 6-drop after having built up their board. You wipe the entire field and get a 4/4 flyer. Very game-winning card and very, very solid. Which I'm making this is the original. This is going to be the set artwork. Sure, fine. Nahiri the Harbinger. She is beautiful. Beautiful artwork, fantastic. 2, a white and a red for a 4 loyalty +2. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. -2, exile target enchantment, tapped artifact or tapped creature. -8, search your library for an artifact or creature, put into play with haste, and then return to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. So the ultimate is nothing to talk about. Yeah, sure, it'll work, it's fun, casual, whatever, it doesn't matter. +2, you may discard a card, which means it can enable Madness, or it's just card advantage. In red-white. That's important, because it may not seem that good, but it puts her at 6 loyalty, out of range, and gives you card advantage. She protects herself. Yeah, it's a limited protection, it's not crazy, but I think she's still playable. She's solid. She's not Liliana the Veil. She feels more like a Ajani Vengeant. Very solid card for Boros. What's weird is she's very blue. She feels very blue in terms of both the artwork as well as her abilities. It's like a combination of Gideon with Jace with with green. Her flavor seems kind of all over the place. I don't really see how this fits her as a character, but she seems like a decent planeswalker. Good. Neglected Heirloom. Equipment. Equip creature gets 1/1. Whenever a equipped creature transforms, transform it. And then it gets Super Saiyan First Strike. This could be crazy for lower curve creatures that come out, especially in limited. It's an uncommon. That's probably where it's going to see play. It could be very bomb impacting. Wolf of Devil's Breach wraps us up for today. 5/5 for 5. Red. And it's an elemental wolf, sure, whatever. Whenever it attacks, you can pay 2, discard a card, enables Madness, which includes Fiery Temper. And if you do, it deals damage to a creature or planeswalker equal to discarded cards give her mana cost. Could be very powerful, very strong limited, of course, and enables Madness. But I don't like that it doesn't hit player. I think that with no other stats, not haste, nothing, for a mythic, I think the main reason it's mythic is just because limited will be obnoxious, and otherwise I don't see this card really making it. Maybe in Commander a little bit for huge creature decks. I think I'll probably test it out in my Mael deck because might as well, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough even there for most decks. But yeah, red can't always have a really amazing mythic. So that's all the stuff we have for today. I know it's a lot. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. I'll definitely respond, and if you guys enjoyed the video, please tap the like button. If you're new to the channel, check in and subscribe. As always, Roxabox90 signing out. I'll see you guys next time.